Hello all you viewers, this is Ben C from my secondary channel, and yeah, so real quick, this is going to be a part 1 of 2 or so, or multiple video episode, mini-series, I guess. This is about tap and dies, and I will go into some more specialty screws in other videos if you would like. But first, it would be best if you want to see those. I should rephrase. If you want to see those kind of videos, like, share, and subscribe, and be respectful in the comments. Just as a reminder, because there's been some punks who find it funny to put very inappropriate comments. But c'est la vie. Anyways, this is about all kinds of stuff. The shits and giggles of machining and such. This is a tap and dies. So what a tap is simply for internal putting, like on a nut. Here, let's see here, let me grab one. This is not the right size or anything, but this is, see how there's threads in there? Those are called threads. You can see how there's little, like, see the V's in there? That is what makes the thread for this. Obviously, this is not the right size. This is too small. Here. But this is, yeah, you twist this into this. Now, a die, I call them dies. Some people call them die taps. I just call them dies because, you know, it's tap and die set. And, yeah. But this is for putting a thread on the external area of a screw. Now, that would be a screw or a bolt, whatever you want to call it. Don't argue about this in the comments, because I will block that comment, or those comments who chip in on an argument about a screw. Please, really, be sensible. But this is not the correct screw. I'm not going to put this in because, one, it's a left-hand thread, and two, not the right size. But that's for putting the threads on the external of something. Sometimes, a lot of the times, plumbers will use these. You'll find these a lot of times, a lot of huge ones like this in plumbers, with plumbers and such, because that's what they do to put the pipe threading on. Now, there are some things there are some different things for different jobs. Some being that, here, one second. Some other things for jobs, you know, this is, for example, this is to hold the die, what I just showed you earlier. Obviously, since they're round, they're hard to grip, and so on, and so forth. Well, for taps, there are several different styles of tap handles. This is an example of one. Usually, this is like an adjustable one. I have another one that's adjustable. I'll show you in a second. Actually, I have two others similar. But yeah, let's see if I can do this with one hand. This unscrews to an this one specifically unscrews all the way if you wanted it to, but you shouldn't. Until you can fit the shank of the tap in it here. Now, the end of the tap, or the shank, I guess, would be this square piece. See how there's a square right there? That slides in there, and one corner is in the V of this, and the other corner, usually on larger ones, there is a second part of the V to go on the other corner, but obviously there isn't on this, so. But this is one version of a tap handle. Now, this is going to be a multi-part video series, so there will be a cutoff, sort of. So, and if anybody is curious on why I'm all of a sudden making a video on taps when there's so many videos already, tap and dies, already. If you want some more videos like this, like, comment, and subscribe, or just like and subscribe, whichever. If I can set a goal of 500 likes for this video, I will make another one, and vote in the comments what you would want, whether it's about the specialty types of tap and dies, the different pitches and threads and such, or other things. And so yeah, just vote if you want to learn more about the specialty circumstances which you use taps and dies, or you want to learn about the reason I'm making this video, because there's a ton of these videos, but this is to more, I guess, quality over quantity of videos. I know I don't do quality videos in the sense that I don't do real great with the fancy film work and such, but yeah. That being said, let me try and get as much in as I can. So these two are an example of die handles. This is the one that came with my DeWalt tap and die set. Here are some other taps. I have 5. The set came with, this DeWalt set came with 5 dies and 5 taps. Now I have some, and 5 drill bits to match the taps. Now, ignoring a few of these, such as these two, these are extras I have. The DeWalt was my first ever tap set. Actually, the first ever taps that I owned. There is then I happened to, and so the tap and die set came with this tap handle. This is for, I think, up to obviously up to a certain size and down to a certain size. But this is sort of just for, if you need to adjust a handle, whatnot, you don't have much room, whatever, and you sort of got to make a ratcheting gesture. Oops, whatever. Well, here is another version. This is a pen sort of style. Now the collet in there is for taps, but there's actually, this is a blue point that from my grandfather before he passed away. But he yeah. So I'm drawing to an end on the video because I'm running out of space, and so I gotta upload and then archive, and then I can make a second video to this. So technically there will be another video after this officially, but just in pieces, I guess. So yeah, I will continue off with the different explanations of the tools and such in the next video. So see you then.